it do? Salute, salute, salute. Peace and power, peace and power. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power. Come on in. As you come on in, come on in. Let's get right, let's get right. As you come on in, know that you're in a safe space. Know that you're in a space of learning and getting learned up. Know that you're in a space of educating and being educated. Know that you're in a space for questions and comments and concerns and conversation and dialogue. Building and destroying, elevating in a space of intelligence, a space of love. Your space, a space where we are building a united front on a path towards true liberation. As my classroom assistants, come on in. Come on in. Please make sure all contact information is in the chat for the duration of class. Please make sure all funding information is in the chat for the duration of class. Let's fund this war effort. Republican convention is on, and they getting it over there. Woo-wee! Their war effort is funded. Yeah. And we're going to get into that. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, book an assessment. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until you get in that pink slip. Don't wait until he telling you, get up out of my house, take you in this little mutt. It's too late. Check your anger. Yeah. If you or anyone you know is in need of domestic violence intervention, book an assessment. Real talk. If you or anybody you know is in need of intimate relationship abuse, consultation, book an assessment. It is so serious. It is real deal out here in these streets. Find out what you need to be alerted to. The behaviors that should alarm you. Okay? Patterns that you should be aware of. All of these signals. Remember, the life you save could be your own. Okay? Book an assessment. Let's get it in. Okay? Hey, I don't know what was going on, but my brother Lai was hitting me on the back end. Yo, yeah. And boy, oh boy, my brother Lai always keep me sharp. Yeah, that's my bro, my day ones. Yeah. So whatever was going on, hey, we got it right now. Okay? We got it right now. You dig? This is a spirited joint. I'm feeling great. The damn sun went down. I didn't break a sweat today. Yeah. Feeling nice. Had on my wares. Yeah, from Coach D-Mac up there in Fordham. Yeah. We getting ready to go in, y'all. We got a lot of tagging to do. Yeah, we got a lot of tagging to do. So somebody, anybody, please tag the Reverend Rat, old Fat Al. Tag Fat Al. Tag the mayor, the rat catcher, Yeah, with the special garbage cans and all that. Tag him too. Tag him. Tag the pastor. So we got a reverend, a mayor, and a pastor. A reverend, a mayor, and a pastor walk into a bar. No, that joke ain't gonna work. A reverend, a mayor, and a pastor walk into City Hall. Yeah, we'll figure that joke out later. But tag them. Tag them. Somebody tag Angel Reese. I don't want to have to, but I have to. I didn't want to have to, but I have to. The youngin' needs some straightening up. So tag her. And tag her baby hairs too. Yeah, tag her baby hairs. Yeah, because she's speaking as a child, immature. So tag her on the baby hairs. Tag Cam and Mase. Harlem on the rise. Yeah. Harlem World. Tag them. Yeah. Tag them. We got to get to getting tonight, y'all. And while you at it, tag your classmates. Share the vid. You got to. Tag your classmates, share the vid, because we had a little technical difficulty. So they might not be back in class. While you at it, tag yourself. Let's see who's in here. Who came and got right back into it. Sultan Thomas. Alaikum. Assalam. Marakmatullah wa barakatuh. Cousin, what up? Eric Brown. Tierra, yes, we up in here. Beat, boss. In here, Bam, we see you. What up, Bam? You up in the spotty spot. Uh-oh, S. Beckles, London is in the house. And it's late over there. London is in the house. What's up, S. Beckles? What's up, Magic? Salute. Yeah. Bernadette. What up? George Johnson. And near 1-5. What up? Bushhead, what up? D. Haven. Irby's in the building. D. Haven. Harlem on the rise. Can't mess with them guys. Yeah. Salute, D. Haven. What's going on? What's going on? Marcy's finest. Adrian Graham, what up? I see you. Terrell Williams, what's going on? Uncle Murder, Black and Yellow, what up? BK87, what's going on? We see you. Ken Will, we see you. Peace, Jesus, back in the spot. Uptown Dre, Murder Gang. Precious. What up, Precious? What up? Good night to you. I see you. Yeah, Voodoo Pledge, what up? Michael. Oh, Michael Safis is in the building. Yes. We see you. A-Wood, we see you. Y'all, and Mike Nice is up in the spotty spot. Uh-oh, E. Blandon. What up? Brandon Hawkins, what's going on? Yeah, you got it, Brandon Hawkins, 55. Hold that. Yeah. Saul, what up, Saul? Salutations, what's going on? Nehemiah Washington, Philly's in the spotty spot. Yeah, we up to, we going in. We going in. Peace, peace. Okay. Peace, Gigi, what's going on, Geek? Peace. What up? We got to get right to it. We have to get right to it. Because as I told you, as we spoke in class about everything that's been going on, right? All of the recent viral vids, all of the recent broadcast news of this historic time and this historic moment. And we've been having historic times, man, since 2020, since the shutdown. Everything I told you from that point is history, because we wasn't doing it at that level. Now, everything that we do has a place in history, permanent history too, because we're using these devices. So I keep telling y'all, this is something that we weren't allowed to do. Wasn't thought, or that thought was there, but it didn't manifest itself the way it's manifesting now, right? Like I wish I could have had, you know, visuals with audios, you dig, of who? My great grandmother, my grandmother. You understand what I'm saying? Didn't capture my mom's, you know, the way we should have. So we relying on photos, you dig, and trying to recall and keep the voice up in your head. Now, ours don't have to do that. You understand? If it's not scrubbed, our grandchildren, great grands, will have this image and audios of our thoughts, how we manifest. I seen that, D. Much appreciated. Everybody's doing it. Everybody's doing it tonight. It is what it is. You understand? I done seen several people doing it. We gonna get it in, all right, our way. They can't get it the way we giving it up. So good looking, D. Day one, Derek O'Neill's in the building. 55, D. You get a 55. Yeah. So, as I was saying, everything is historic. Everything is historic up until this point and after, right? Because we're able to lock these moments in, okay? We're able to hold on to all of this. You, me, the rest of the planet. So it's history in the making, right? And I told y'all, don't speak on it. Don't tweet about it, right? Don't put it on your Facebook. No IG means none of that. When it comes to the specifics and what you feel about what took place the other day. Because how you feel about it is how you feel about it. If you're a traveling person, like my brother Lot is, right? On them highways, driving, pulling in the rest stations, pulling in the fuel, refuel and stuff like that. They see, our people that's on the road get to see the temperament, right, of the old phase and how things switch up and change up in these different little suburban towns and stuff, right? I'm telling you, people are going to make judgment calls based on what you're printing, based on what you're saying, based on these little things that they make up, call your profile, your bio. So please, man, refrain from that. Refrain from, going back and forth with people who believe one way and you believe another way. When it comes to this, you don't know what transpired. I don't know what transpired. And I'm going to tell you, once things start clapping, once them things start flying through the air, it's a whole different ball game. It just is. Whether you believe it was intentional or not, whether you believe that it's make-believe, it's a different ball game. Refrain from getting into it or posting these things and going hard on your social media pages. Trust you're going to thank me for it. Okay? When we having class and an intellectual build on certain things, we're going to keep it in that frame. And in that, right, I want to begin in the first part of class with the rat, the pastor, and the mayor. Because This is what has stagnated our people for far too long. Far too long. Far too long. And people may believe that it's recent, and may believe that it's as recent as the 20s and the 30s, moving into civil rights movement in the 50s and 60s and 70s with the Black Power movement. There has always been, which is how we arrived in the space that we are in today. There has always been the debate on the use of violence when it comes to politics and positioning ourselves. No other group of people have this debate, which is why all other groups of people advance. Now everybody gonna have something to say. I'm telling you that it's a scientific fact that is what stagnates and keep our people in a political bind. Keep our people in an intellectual bind, because they cannot come to the conclusion that politics is war, war is politics, and both of them have violence intermingled and intertwined to get to the end, to make your goals become reality. It is. If you don't understand that, then you are not conscious, you're not aware or woke. I don't know of any group on the planet now, in the past, historically, that has ever gotten anywhere without the use of violence. Absolute fact. So when I see these, and I don't have any other term, these three bozos holding a press conference, I'm trying to figure out, who are they speaking to? Who are they speaking for? And why? Like, whose idea was it for us to have an FBI informant, Reverend Al Sharpton, yes, an admitted FBI informant, a current NYC mayor who is more concerned about the rats than about the gats, okay? And a pastor of a mega church who has not, and I'm telling you, somebody's personal knowledge, has not done anything for the community that this church resides in. Nothing. Nothing. Where his congregation has to walk through blocks and blocks of hoes selling box just to get to the church. Okay? These three individuals found the time and effort to speak to somebody, I don't know who, one talking to me, one talking to the kids on the street. Who they were talking to, I don't know, but came to say that we need to check our moral compass as it pertains to moving ahead in the political climate that we seeing in 2024. Now we need to check ourselves. He couldn't have been talking to me. Couldn't have been talking to you. That we gotta check that. The mayor who said out of his mouth that there is no room for violence in politics. Yeah. And we all know with the funky rat is always going to say some off-kilter bullshit. But this is the gist, and I'm watching him, and I'm like, who called this? Who are y'all speaking to or speaking for? Because the people you need to be speaking to, y'all not doing that. We, us, melanated folks who are going through hell in New York City, because this is where these three are located. Never mind in Newark, Bmore, Delaware, VA, Memphis, Mississippi, Selma, Charleston, Fayetteville, Durham, St. Louis, the Shire, Oakland, Texas. Never mind that. But us in New York City, where dudes is getting clapped every day, especially in the BX in Brooklyn, you telling us that we need to check our moral compass, that we need to recognize that there's no room for violence in politics in this country? Us? I found it weird. I found it strange. Totally. I was dumbfounded. And I was really, really trying to figure out who they was talking to. But maybe they need a history lesson. This is the only thing I can think of. Politics and violence. They married in this country. They are married. Do you understand? Not only in this country, everywhere. So why did these three men decide to speak to us as if we are the ones who set the tone for any of this? Let's give them a history lesson, real briefly. So we want to talk about violence and politics. No. Reverend Rat, Mayor Rat Czar, and the pastor. Yeah. Yeah. Mega church. ATMs in it. But wouldn't come out to stop the gun violence in East New York. Wouldn't send anybody out to help us when we was out there on a regular basis, because y'all didn't want to come out at night. You don't want to be responsible for men walking the street at night, making an attempt to get at the youth that were banging out in the community. Yeah. The one who got mega holes up and down in the blocks, while you have a mega church right there where your parishioners have to park up and walk through, butt naked, broad selling box. Yeah, these are going to sit there and tell us about our moral compass? Let's give them a history lesson on violence, political violence in this country. Most famous and who they claim is initial. So I'm gonna stay right here with this one because people recognize this one right here. Crispus Attucks. Crispus Attucks was one of the Boston Patriots to be unalived during the Boston Massacre in March 5th, 1770. Not much is known about Attucks, but most historians agree that he was of mixed blood of African and Native American descent. It appears that Attucks was engaged in the maritime industries of New England and had some experience as a sailor. As tensions between Great Britain and her American colonies erupted in 1765 with Parliament's passing of the Stamp Act, Great Britain felt compelled to send British troops to occupy Boston, the hotbed of colonial resistance. Do y'all hear the words? Let me repeat. Great Britain and her American colonies erupted. Erupted. Eruption is violence. Great Britain felt compelled to send what? British troops, not teachers. British troops to occupy Boston, the hotbed of colonial resistance. All of these terms embedded in the history of political America are violent terms. Terms that mean war, that mean violent. Right here. Right here in the establishing of this. Okay? The lone sentry of the custom house was attacked by a vociferous mob who threw stones, snowballs, chunks of ice, and wood at the sentinel. Fearing for his life, he called for reinforcements from the nearby garrison for assistance. Garrison, it's a military term. Yeah, garrison. Not to the school, not to the church, not to the pub, to the garrison. Okay, here we go. Captain Thomas Preston and 7 soldiers joined the sentry at the custom house. The crowd only grew larger. As the crowd threw chunks of ice and clubs at the soldiers, one found his mark and knocked a British soldier to the ground. He stood back up, yelled, and fired his musket into the crowd. Immediately, all the other British soldiers opened fire in a ragged volley. 5 men immediately were unalived. The first among them was Attucks with 2 musket balls in his chest. A large funeral was held in Boston, and the 5 victims of the Boston Massacre were buried together in a common grave in Boston's old granary burying ground. Very first. This is what we're talking about. In the 19th century, Attucks became a symbol of the abolitionist movement, and his image, the story, were seen and told to demonstrate his patriotic virtues. Abolitionists like William C. Neal and Frederick Douglass extolled Crispus Attucks as the first martyr in the cause of American liberty and used his memory to garner support to end slavery in America and attain equal rights for African Americans. Okay? Now, let me first. Political violent act that was recorded and widely spoke on. We know there were several other acts of violence, political violence, before Crispus Attucks. We could only imagine what happened in 1492, in 1550, in 1530. I'm not giving that far back of a history lesson, but I just want y'all to be clear to get an understanding of the tone of how this country was built and still is ran when it comes to politics. Okay? When it comes to politics. Okay? Let's move on. Let's move on. Because we have to understand that. I'm trying to figure out what these black men are doing at a news conference, on TV. Who are they talking to and talking about? I have no idea who they are asking to check their moral compass, to say that violence has no part in the politics of this country. I can't imagine. I don't know who's the dummy. Let's move on. On the evening of April 14th, 1865, John Wilkes Booth, a famous actor and Confederate sympathizer, unalive President Abraham Lincoln at Ford's Theater in Washington, D.C. The attack came only 5 days after Confederate General Robert E. Lee surrendered his massive army at the courthouse in Virginia, effectively ending the American Civil War. Everything in here is political. This is politics. John Wilkes Booth, Confederate sympathizer, unalive the president. Abraham Lincoln, 5 days after Confederate General Robert E. Lee surrendered his army, ending a civil war. This is violence, political violence. Nothing to do with us. He ain't initiate none of that. You understand that? Trying to figure this out. Are we in America? Crispus Attucks got pushed. Abraham Lincoln got pushed. Politics. Crispus Attucks, that was politics. Abe Lincoln, that was politics. They got clapped. Right? Okay. I want to know. I want to know. Let's move on. Assassination attempts and plots on the prez of the U.S. have been numerous, ranging from the early 19th to the early 21st centuries. On January 30th, 1835, Andrew Jackson was the first president to experience an attempt. When Richard Lawrence twice tried to clap him in the East Portico of the Capitol after Jackson left a funeral in the House of Representatives chamber. The attempt failed when both of Lawrence's pistols misfired. Politics, violence, clapping, okay? 4 sitting presidents have been unalived. Abraham Lincoln, 1865. James A. Garfield, 1881. William McKinley, 1901. JFK, 1963. Additionally, 3 presidents have been injured in attempted unalives. Ronald Reagan, Theodore Roosevelt, and now 45. Yes, yeah, yeah, and many others. Politics, violence. That is all the old faith knows and understands. That's it. That's all they know. So how can Reverend Al Rat, Mayor Eric, and this mega pastor, Bernard, who are they talking to? They talking to me? Are they talking to New Yorkers? Are they talking to the drill rappers? Are they talking, who are they talking to? When they saying we need to check the moral compass, we need to settle down and not put violence into politics? Us? Come on now. Come on now. Me, us, we. We ain't had nothing to do with none of this at all. Not at all. At all. Who? What name? The pastor? Bernard? For what? For what? They know who I'm talking about. Because if you ain't in NYC, it really makes no never mind. They know that they got to walk through. His parishioners know that they got to park on the track where they see all type of chicks selling box. Butt naked, scantily clad, clothed, fat, old-faced, banished, black girls. They know they gotta do that while they coming out in they Sunday's finest, ready to give all that tithe money, but they gotta walk through, and some with their children, young kids, they gotta walk through the track to get to the church. You know who I'm talking about. You know that. Because it's not really about them. It's about these black men, these melanated men that work within the system, consistently making an attempt to take your mind as if you're not witnessing, you're not listening, you're not seeing that we don't have a role in this. When they got this young man coming through like he Kyle Rittenhouse. What that got to do with us? How dare you chastise or speak to us? What kind of game is that? See, this is what this class is about. Now make sure you guard your mind. You don't let any of these little things slip through. You can't. You have to be on it so they can stop this dumb shit. Because somebody should have been parked old Al a long time ago. Long time ago. But this is what happens. And when you keep getting berated with these bullshit messages as if we, us, we need to check our moral compass. Us, we need not to speak on violence and politics. Are you serious? Who sent that memo down? Please. Man, you ain't been speaking on no violence. Not with all of the gun violence that we've been having in this damn city. Every day. Ain't seen the gun czar. Oh, but we have seen the rat czar. Yeah, we have seen the $4 million program for garbage cans. We seen that. Wow, kids, women, and elders are consistently being unalived by gunfire. Yeah, and Nobody been on top of that at all. But you're going to come and hold a press conference? Really? Really? That, in its very essence, is why the BLA had to fall back. That is what really crumbled the Panthers. That is what paused and hesitated the Republic of New Africa, because you always had somebody in there pausing. Yo, nah, we should. No, yo, chill, no. Wow, these Ofays have no thought about it, no second thought, no nothing. Consistent in everything they do. Violence, their policies. Don't you know that the policies that they put in place are violent, that they have violent outcomes? What do you think it is when they say, we're gonna cut health care, or we're gonna increase insurance rates, health insurance rates? That's violence. When you're ill and you have no insurance and no funds to get health care, you think you sitting there in a painless illness, painless disease? This ease isn't painless. This ease. Are you serious? That's violent. Violence when they're extracting your funds, finances, higher taxes, parking tickets, speeding tickets everywhere. That anxiousness, that nervousness, that stress that you feel, that's violence. American politics and policies on the poor, on the impoverished, the miseducation, that's violence. Those are acts of war. You don't understand that? When your belly is growling, when these little kids is outside, unkept and unclean, but their parents is on substance and all type of alcohol, and those little kids is crying, you think tears come from them being happy? That's violence. That's what that anger is about. How dare they come on TV talking that you or us need to have a moral compass and not speak and not talk, as if we the ones that's climbing up on sheds and doing. We don't do none of that. They need to start profiling them little old fake boys. They've been doing that. That ain't us. We didn't do that to JFK. We didn't do that to RFK. We didn't do that to that little girl in Charlottesville, Virginia. All them people with tiki torches. That ain't us. How dare y'all let a mayor tell y'all that and talk to y'all like that? We not doing that. Talking a moral compass. That's not us. That's not it. Y'all should be offended by that. So they had to be talking to them. That's what I have to assume, that y'all talking to them old fays. Y'all talking to the bagel meisters. Y'all can't be talking to us. And I know from living in New York City all my life, from participating in the politics of New York City damn near all my life, that the mayor and that rat Sharpton and his pastor Wouldn't dare talk to the bagel meisters like that. So I know they not talking to them. They coming on TV and performing. But performing for who? Performing for who? Performing for who? Because that's not us doing none of that. And I told y'all before, that's not our business. It's not. Okay? It ain't. None of these names is got nothing to do with us. Lee Harvey Oswald, Charles J. Guiteau, John Wilkes Booth, Leon Zargos, John Hinckley Jr., George Crank, Thomas Matthew Crooks. Ain't none of that. I don't see no Maliks in there, no Rasheens, no Kendras, none of that. So how you telling us about political violence? Violence in politics? Nah, sir. Nah. Nah. No, man. Exactly, C-Blaze, and that's just domestic. With that, we fail as a melanated nation to get to clapping when we supposed to be clapping. Simple as that. We fail. We supposed to been clapping. Let's move on. Yeah, no, let's move on. I'm getting too... Let's move on, C-Blaze. Let's move on. Let's move on. They don't get it. They don't get it. I'm telling you. They don't get it. They not. So we just gotta keep banging. We gotta keep banging. Keep banging, C-Blaze. We here. We doing what we do. They don't get it. They don't get it no matter how much we talk and tell them. I'm telling you. Just like these things is heating up, I'm telling y'all, when you don't see it, when they keep playing these games, when the screen is black, when it's getting chopped, when it's freezing, I'm telling you, they on the kid, and one day it's gonna be gone. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, I need the support because it's gonna be quick. And it's gonna be unexpected. This is how they moving now. I told you, the prestige. Once prestige can no longer prevent attacks on itself, it starts to fail. And their space is failing. So they're going to come after the most intelligent. They're going to come after those who can articulate the problem. They're going to talk and come after those who are out there with no support. It's easy to knock them off. Easy. I'm serious. Easy. So y'all keep playing. It is what it is. I'm telling you. Now, really want not to go in on this young girl. But I have to because she has a very dangerous mentality. And before it gets to a space where it becomes irreversible harm to the ego, I think we need to talk to not only Angel Reese, but to all of our young melanated women and some of you cougars out there. Yeah. And a lot of you who should know better, but because of how this thing is moving, you getting a warped, sort of retarded mentality when it comes to these discussions on social media. So now, a lot of people are upset by Angel Reese's last live. I don't know if it was her last live or live a couple of days ago, where she called men who were in her DMs asking her or commenting on her live about getting flown out. I don't know if she said flown out or flown out, but she called these men delusional. And you don't have a shot. I'm not flying you out. Matter of fact, none of us is flying any of you out while popping on gum with baby hair slicked down on the side of her damn head. Yeah. Slicked down. Now, again, I understand she's young, but people didn't get while she was getting the treatment that she was getting in her last couple of years of collegiate ball and into her rookie year now. It's because they really didn't know her. They really wasn't watching her and didn't have access to her the way the kids do. But her mouth is fierce. Don't know if it's because she's from Maryland or what, but her and a lot of young girls in her generation, right, have this little weird sense of entitlement when it comes to how they dealing, I won't say just the opposite sex, but with people in general. Now, what women are not getting is the fact that in the space where you have educated and experienced yourself on independence and feeling good about that independence and asserting yourself in a space where you're not relying on anybody, you do not have to dehumanize and degrade men. And it's been out of control for a minute, but now it's in a space where it is a detriment to how we moving as a group. It's because you can see, I tell you every day, domestic violence skyrocketed. And that is due to the dehumanization, the effeminization, right? And the lack of common decency and respect in regards to men and certain men who not wrapped too tight. Now, there's no specific blame. We got to this point by numerous factors. Some because of men themselves, some because of women themselves, and some because of both. All of us have to take some type of responsibility and accountability for cleaning it up. Just like we have to take responsibility and accountability for us being here. We were engaged in a lot of different ways, lifestyles, you understand, that have caused us to separate. And in that separation, you try to doctor yourself, right? Self-medicate, and picked up a lot of different coping mechanisms, right? As a default, that got us twisted. It's out of control. So when she's saying that, popping her gum and being real delusional, saying that men are real delusional by asking to be flown out, not even considering the fact that it could be trolls or bots saying that to her, right? And just throwing it out there, or people doing it in jest. The viciousness, right? And the demeanor which she spit it back, she caught backlash from it. So now people are going to go at her. And what are they going to do? Call her all type of things out on her name and all that. But I don't want to do that. That's not an education piece. We don't grow with that. But we stick to the truth. And the truth of the matter is, you don't have no bread to be flying nobody out. You just don't. We're going to keep it above. Your rookie salary is $73,439 for this season. You ain't flying too many people out nowhere. $43,439. You with a lot of dudes. Yeah. You in the same range as some of these dudes who may be asking to get flown out. You definitely not balling. $73,000 where some of the men are getting. Okay? Some of the men are getting that before they even step on the court for a game. We gonna keep that all the way to 1,000. So $73,000. Shit, I know some of these young dudes working at Amazon getting that. I know some of these young dudes is working for UPS that's getting that. 73,000? Nah, you ain't flying nobody out. Yeah, they must. You're right. Ain't you, Reese? They are delusional to believe that you could afford to fly them out. Because if you fly them out at $73,000 rookie salary, the only spot you could be taking them to is Chick-fil-A. You damn sure ain't flying them out for no steak. Nah, not at 73,000. It's all that gum popping and all that slick baby hair. We understand. And the young men shouldn't feel offended. All they gotta do is do their homework. Yeah. That's what they do, their homework. So this way y'all don't get offended. Because it's a two-way street. When people are offended by what these people say in their lives, in their spaces, that means you got to check what's going on with you. So if you making $73,000, you should understand what you can do with $73,000. Then you can understand what she can do with $73,000. So then you know, yeah, I can't fly nobody out, so she can't neither. Right? But this frame of thought for a 22-year-old, especially a 22-year-old who's 6'3". 6'3". Let's keep it a buck. There's not too many people, not too many men chasing around 6'3" basketball players, regardless of how cute they are or how cute they think they are. Not in style. Not in this day and age. Just not. I'm gonna keep it honest. We have to keep it honest because these men are not delusional, or these bots, or these not delusional, you understand? These could be a troll. But for you to viciously throw it out there like that, we gotta be honest, right? Because you, at 22, gonna be 30 real quick. 30 at 6'3". WNBA knees and feet. Be mindful of the attitude. Be mindful of what you're thinking about men, because real quick, that age jump on you. And real quick, you'll be Vivica Fox. Yeah. Angel Reese Fox. Talking about, I like to shop. I like to travel. Yeah, I'm putting my name in the hat. Put your applications in. I see Vivica at y'all games on the regular. You need to ask her. Be nice. Because she was top 10. For some dude, she was top 5 of any woman on the planet. Years start catching up. Quick. And you'll be Angel Reese Fox talking about applications. It is really just that quick. Women and men, stop with the bullshit. Cut it out. You've been watching reality TV for the last 20 years. That is scripted. That is very toxic. And it's causing you, through your subconscious and your conscious, what you're watching and intaking, to believe in attitudes, behaviors, presumptions about one another that somebody is programming into you. I'm just saying, we never got down like that. Never. We didn't have these stupid ass ideas, these dumbass arguments and debates, and these little TikTok, and y'all stop sending me that TikTok with that dumb, ignorant ass brother talking about he can't get a turkey sandwich. Cut that shit out. Because I don't know why he can't get a turkey sandwich out of somebody because they got a job. Nigga, this is the woe is me attitude from these derelicts that sit there and y'all believe that they're speaking for all men. Talking about, I don't know why, our women listen to their boss. And I just asking and I can't get anything, but they listen to them. I mean, I can't get a turkey sandwich. It's a problem. Nigga, you with the wrong you with the wrong person, homie. That's on you. If you can't get a turkey sandwich out of somebody you with, the hell is the matter with you? You serious? And y'all sent it to me like 20 times this weekend. Dudes, cut it out. If y'all can't get a damn turkey sandwich from somebody, damn it, you with the wrong person. If you worried about what she doing at work, she didn't just get the job. She got hired. You understand? She went to school, probably got her degrees, and went out for the job. So when she get the job as hired to do the job, she has to listen to the boss. And who is to say the boss is a man? The way he put it. You know, you got one man over me, then another man over me, and I can't get a turkey sandwich because you's a bozo. What if her boss is a woman? What if the boss is the institution of white supremacy? You can't get a turkey sandwich? Matter of fact, when she's at work, where you at? Why you ain't making your own damn turkey sandwich? Or when she come home, you have a turkey sandwich for her. What the hell's the matter with you? It's your big grown ass that you can't get a turkey sandwich from somebody without a problem. That sound like your problem. Your problem. And any one of these dudes is rocking with it. Oh, yeah, I'm second and third in my house, you know. Yeah, that's on you. Because you need to be with somebody that's going to put you first the way you put them first. It's just that simple. You rub her feet the same way she rubs your feet. Same shit. You cook a dinner, she cook a dinner. Same shit. And y'all with people that you don't even know, that you don't even like. So now, your ass come home, you ain't getting no turkey sandwich because she's sucking her teeth soon as your dirty ass come through the door. What are we doing here? Don't send me that shit no more. I'm not with no separation. Keep telling you that I'm not with no separating narratives. None of that. I don't care if it's on the women's side. I don't care if it's on the men's side. Y'all mess with these Eurocentric mindset too much. I got Euro values in your head. Professor Bayer said, the white man is in you. The colonizer is in you. He's in your head. And y'all treat each other like that. Y'all treat each other like that. I'm not from that era. I'm not from this generation. 100%, 100%. You doing 100%, I'm doing 100%. We building. That's it. Simple as that. God damn it, if she got a nickel and I got 95 cents, that's $1. If she got 95 cents and I got a nickel, that's $1. How weird as shit nowadays. The hell's the matter with y'all? This old dry ass crybaby talking about a turkey sandwich. Salute Canada in the building. Drops of Jupiter, huh? Okay, what's going on? Yeah, man, that's weird. That's weird. And that's why these young girls come up with this attitude and believing in this language, getting flown out, who flying who out, and all this other dumb shit. Play basketball. Enjoy your gifts. Enjoy your gifts. You got to college, you made it to your little league, you got your little sponsors. Don't keep an attitude or start building an attitude where you believe that you've arrived. Because so far you ain't did shit for no one but yourself. And the more you up in that institution, that protected institution, the more you get away from the true nature of who you are, the true nature of yourself, the true nature of your people and building. And you'll be 30 and still talking that dumb shit. And when your knees get bad and your wheels get bad and they can't use you for nothing else, who you gonna be then? All celebrities and athletes, y'all all live under that protection of that old fay establishment. When they get finished with you, you out of there. Then, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Nah, you can't hang out. I don't hang out. I don't hang out. Man, what are you talking about? Cool to hang out. I don't hang out. What are we doing? Goddamn, I'm a general. I don't hang out. All right? We have to build with each other, men and women. Get that nastiness up away from y'all. Get it out. Cleavon, what's going on? Salute. You dig? We need each other. That separatist separation bullshit that y'all doing, I'm telling you, if y'all ain't know nothing else about Saturday, when them things start whizzing, telling you. If you think it went 45, watch when it start coming through y'all hoods on the regular. I'm telling y'all, stop this dumb shit. Get that negative bullshit out of y'all heads. Get it out of y'all heads. What he gonna do for, what she gonna do for me? I need a sandwich. She don't respect me. Nobody listen to me. Woe is me, and all this other weird shit. And you gotta pay all my bills and all this dumb shit. You gonna find out. I'm telling you right now. You can't believe that that's how you should think. And then on the other hand, y'all believing in concentration camps and 2025 and all this weirdness because it doesn't match. It's contradictory to each other. You can't believe in an old-fashioned European lifestyle and yet at the same time believe in conspiracies where they trying to get us because you're living an embodiment of them when you separate black men from black women. When you have these dumbass things like, ain't nobody flying you, we ain't throwing you out. What is that? Popping gum, and your daddy flying you out, and you got this goddamn baby. Everybody in the hood got this stupid ass baby here. Dumb, get that shit off the side of y'all temples. That shit is fogging up your brain cells or something. You got too much of that slick shit on there because you're not thinking. Everybody wants to be. It's a look. If you ain't got all that shit on the side, you got these damn eyelashes like this, you looking crazy. And y'all think that shit is, it's not lit. It's not whatever y'all think it is. Who the hell are y'all? Y'all gotta start growing these young girls up, nurturing them. Telling them what's for real. Shit ain't about nothing. You see Vivica? Y'all don't see these basketball wives. Y'all done seen them for the last 10, 12 years. They all look crazy. Jackie, all of them. Necks, and it made up pounds of cake. Looking crazy. And y'all got a whole new generation of them coming up. What the hell is going on? And got the nerve to tell somebody if they paying for that shit? Just to get a name? Just to have a conversation? Just, what? Nah, this is some bizarro world shit. Y'all got this shit backwards. Y'all got this shit backwards, yo. Next up, man. Yeah, because I can't, I'm not going to be on all night. Again, I could only do as much as the war effort is funded. Other than that, I got work to do. You dig? Got to. Yeah, because I'm sick of it, McClendon. I'm telling you, I see it all day. And they spent on that and they broke. Everybody want to look a certain way. And looks don't get you nowhere. None. But the talk is Trump. The talk is 2025. Talk. Everyone talking. But it's nothing of substance. They're not in deep with this shit. And everything outside the surface level is what they moving. They got the slick baby hair, the eyelashes, and the fucking dog. With nothing up here. And I'm telling you, them years go by like that. Before you know it, I'm 22, they 30. 30, they 35. 35, they 50. You got Tokyo on there, she 50, showing her box. Those were the teenage mothers from my era, crack era. These grannies that's on TV showing y'all they box. That's what the fuck was the result. Them, ignorant as hell. Talking stupid, raising kids that's dumb. This is where we at. This is where we at, and we can't afford another generation of that shit. Because these old fays not playing. They gonna get rid of y'all. Y'all keep thinking all that gunfire in Chicago is us? Are you serious? Ain't no way. Ain't no beefing and all that going on like that. These old fiends is dressed up, coming through, masked up, and airing people out. They're not playing. They could come 300 deep to shut down a damn block party in Detroit. But you can't protect 45? Y'all think it's a game? Y'all think we still supposed to be getting caught up in stupid, ignorant discussions and conversations? Come on. Come on. Come on. Nah, so we gotta check that shit when women talk that. Check that shit when men talk that. Nigga, you can't get a turkey sandwich because your dumb ass with the wrong person and you don't know how to talk. The hell out of here. I bet if I come to his house, I could get a turkey sandwich out of her. Guarantee you that. With spicy mustard, too. And she might cut the shit down the middle for me. Guarantee you that. Yeah. So where we going at with it? Where we going at with it? All right. Next up. And I really didn't want to have to go here. But I gotta commend Harlem World. Harlem World, because I was just up there today. I went to 150th and McCombs to see what Dunbar looked like. Oh, man. They done changed Dunbar. I'm seeing old face in Dunbar walking with their kids and a dog. I'm like, whoa. I went to St. Nick, went to the law school. I was all over Harlem. On the east side, west side, just, you know, when I get to cross that bridge, I like to venture out, walk through the P's and all that. You know. So I saw Cam and Mase's video with the J Prince situation. And I knew it was going to be hot. I knew a lot of people was going to talk about it. I knew that for absolute fact. And again, I asked y'all about J Prince a long time ago. I never understood it. The mysticism, I just don't get it at all. And I only say that because I have a very, very large East New York ego. Not gonna hold you. I don't think, I don't believe, I haven't seen anybody tougher than any of us in East New York. I'm gonna keep it honest. I'm not slighting no one else from no other city, from no other state. But I know me, I know my people, I know who we came up idolizing, making an attempt to be like, and we just don't have it all up here. Ain't nobody tougher than none of us. Now, I'm not saying that all of us from the East is like that, because there's pussy dudes everywhere. There's rats everywhere. But I'm just saying, man, 7 to 8 out of 10 of us get busy. Yes, that's why we're everywhere. I don't care what city you in. I don't care what state you in. I don't care if it's entertainment. I don't care if it's basketball. I don't care if it's football. I don't care if it's fashion. Somebody from East New York is around. We get busy. I'm so I don't see no mysticism in none of these rap mogul dudes, none of them. None of them. I already told you. Rappers is pussy. And their executive is even pussier. These are dudes who these old faiths entrusted and bonded. Get what I'm saying? Bonded. Social security numbers, checks and balances and accounts and all that. They are custodians for these old faiths. Okay? So we was hunting them down. They ass. I'll tell you that right now. So I never understood the J Prince shit. First time I ever heard of him or about him was on a record. Scarface shit. You know? He called up Jay. Hey, Jay, I'm in a little trouble, man. Where you at? Down in the Fifth Ward. All right, yeah, send them dudes out. Little Bill had him off a pistol grip and all that. That's the first and only time I heard of him. Now, after that, you just start hearing the owner of the label, this, that, and the third. Cool. But all the other shit that they talk about, I don't see it. I never seen it. Don't know where it's coming from, so I'm trying to add this shit up. And I'm gonna be honest. I don't know him. I don't know any of them. I don't know Suge. I don't know Baby. I don't know none of them. If any of them ever came through to NYC and anybody had any issue and knew who I was and how, I'd have went at any of them. Don't care. You in NYC. Don't care about what you doing in your hometown. Same as any of us. When you go to another city, another state, all that East New York shit is out the window. Nobody don't know you, so you gotta conduct yourself with respect and humility in anybody else's town. But you gonna get busy, should need to. But NYC, shit, I don't have to do nothing. Okay? So I didn't get it. After years of hearing about who J Prince is and what happened, and the feds try to set him up. They try to paint me as a drug dealer. I ain't no drug dealer. Okay, so he ain't no drug dealer. We got that. Ain't never heard of him busting that ratchet. So that's two. So you ain't a drug dealer. You don't bust that ratchet. So now I'm really confused. What's the fear? What's this boogeyman shit for? What is all this extra respect for? Because you don't sling them things, right? And you don't bust that ratchet, right? What do you do? Is he a cattle rustler? I'm trying to figure that out. What is this fear element in? Yo, that's who. What is that? What do you do? Goat herder? Sheep and lamb? Like what do you do? Why do you got, okay, so you got goons to do what? How do you pay the goons? And what are they gooning? Are y'all cattle rustling? What do you do? You don't have an oil, because the Bushes and all of them, they got oil refineries and shit down there. That's how they getting down. What does he do? So as far as we know, he sell records. And he promote boxers. Right? So now, again, when it comes to this internet shit and people saying, oh, shit, what's that? Amber Rose at the Republican convention? Wow, people losing their damn mind. But you see how people play themselves, okay? Anyway, I ain't scared of nobody that rustle no damn cattle, herd no damn Broncos and all that shit. But internet, this new space that people are in where they talking and everybody's tough, shit gets out of hand. So they get into it with Mase and Cam. And I got to agree with these dudes. I have to. Because if you shooting threats to other men, right? And you getting up there. Let's not play when it comes to melanated men who are of a particular life or should be in the street. B, if you're not doing it on a daily, and I mean on a daily, and I mean at a certain level, because if dudes are getting money at a certain level, they not active in them streets. They just not. Now my homies that you see through the boroughs that's still in them streets, and they 50, 55, still fighting and drinking 40s and carrying, they out there because they ain't got nothing. They don't have it. So they still about certain action. If you been getting bread, homie, you not doing that. So it's 60 with grandkids and businesses, legitimate business, man got legitimate businesses, for you to be throwing threats at other men, that shit sounds stupid. It does. Because of what they said about somebody else. Now, protect the brand, protect how you eat, I get all that. But there's different ways to do it other than throwing threats at these two. So I expected no less from them. No less. Simple, no less. You dig? No less. And they handled it rather eloquently. If it was me, it would have been a whole lot different. Because I don't see nothing. I agree with Mase. I ain't met a street dude that could see me at all. At all. Getting money, not getting money. Hustler or hammer clapper. All that threatening? Nah, we're not doing that, homie. Especially when we grown-ass men. And they send these dudes in their 40s. The Cam should be almost 50. Ain't he almost 50? Like, what are we doing now? What are we doing now? What are we teaching at that level? Because I can't expect them to be where we at in this class, where we're thinking of ways to get out of the oppression, to get away from the institutions of white supremacy and their economics and how they move. Because we already see where that leads us, to these dudes wearing purses, dresses, and getting nail polish companies and shit like that. You understand? That's where that leads you. That's where success is measured when you're dealing with them old phase, putting melanated men in purses and skirts and nail polish, putting melanated men in Fenty thongs and stuff like that. That's what success is in corporate America for black men. I'm just keep it a buck, because That's what it's been for the last 15, 20 years. Those who have elevated to certain spaces and we see them flicking up, taking pictures, yeah, these men are looking very, very tangerine-ish. They're looking real, real sweet. And again, to each his own. But that's what it looks like. That's what it has turned into. So if they're doing that, if they're having these arguments, if they're having these debates, if they're threatening individuals because they believe that somebody is going to tarnish that success, is going to tarnish that brand, especially in the eyes of white folk, then come on, man. Where are we going at? What are we doing? It's time for us to move past that, to move beyond what you believe a successful individual is, especially when success is only keeping you comfortable in your oppression. Okay? So yeah, Mase and Karim had to handle it like that. They had to. They had to. Yeah, it's very Orwellian, but it's been like that. Glitch has been like that. Been like that. We've been like that since 1984. The stage has been set. Then they build the actors. And then they put the play, they put the scripts, and now, they making the movies. That's where we at with it. That's where we at with it. And they are funding the whole scene. But who gonna be the victims? Who gonna be the collateral damage? Who gonna be the ones on the end of the stick with the sting? Us. Because we don't support each other on serious shit. I ain't talking about, I got a brand of sneakers, go get my sneakers. I'm not talking about, I got a wine, go get my wine. I'm not talking about none of that shit. I'm talking about, listen, I got a plan. This is how we're going to heal ourselves. This is how we're going to build militancy. This is how we're going to give each other the tools that we need in order to pull out and be self-governing. This is what you support. They don't get it. So therefore, I'm gone. And on that note, to those who did fund that war effort, salute. To those who didn't, salute as well. Hopefully, you have received what you needed in this education process. You dig? Classroom assistants, much appreciation again for holding it down. You dig? Much appreciation for holding it down. Remember, guard your mind, okay? Guard your mind, man. Don't get caught up in it. You have to see things clearly. You have to see things clearly. If not, shit get fuzzy, you gonna make a dumb move. Okay? And we don't have any room for that shit. Not no more. Okay? All y'all. 10 fingers, 10 toes. If you're in the tri-state area, remain hydrated. Keep that water in you, whether it's regular water. We prefer coconut water. Keep hydrated. Get you some melons from the Watermelon Man. Sit your ass down till about Thursday when it cool off a little bit. As for me, I got to work. I'm always looking for a nickel and a dime. Until next class. 55 gang. Get y'all grades up.